What do you make of this Hunter Biden situation and this sudden guilty plea today?
Well, obviously his lawyers had a meeting and saw what his odds were in terms of a trial and decided that it was in his best interest to file a plea deal. Obviously, I'm sure there was some element of the campaign being relayed in the interest of the Democratic Party and having all this bad press that he's been constantly giving them. I love what your last segment was. I was with the president at his economic stance. I think that's the stuff that the world needs to hear more about. All of this lawfare, and I will say, in a very impartial way, I think it goes on both sides, what we're seeing, and I don't like it. I think it needs to stop. We need to focus on policies, like you've been saying, Martha. What we're hearing, what we heard today from President Trump, economic policies. What are we actually going to do? I don't want to hear about Hunter and how he's evaded all kinds of prison and tax crimes. I frankly don't. I don't want to hear about the lawfare anymore in this country, and I think the American people are tired of it. They want to understand, what are you going to do for me? I don't want to know who Hunter slept with. I don't want to know what the DA in New York is doing while he ignores crime against Trump. I want to hear what you're going to do for my wallet, my home, and my family. And I thought today, frankly, like I said, I was there with President Trump. He did incredibly well articulating that, and I hope we get much more of that. I know that he'll be focusing on that in the future.
Well, you know, in the spirit of what you're saying, obviously there's a lot of legal stuff going on today. And, so I want to ask you about that as well.
Sure.
But with regard to what you're saying, and I just made the comment that this very serious economic policy-oriented former president today that we saw in New York would probably acquit himself well in that on Tuesday night if he sticks to this. What's your understanding, and I asked Corey Lewandowski this the other day, of what his debate prep is like? Is it happening? Is he doing debate prep?
Yes, of course. I mean, he's not. Listen, President Trump, he'll say it the best himself, and he spoke to this last night at Town Hall. President Trump is ready, willing, always to debate. He was ready, willing. Yesterday was supposed to be a debate with Kamala on Fox. She declined to do so. Why? Because she can't control Fox News. Well, that says a lot. But President Trump saying, I am ready, I know how to debate, I have done this a ton of times, that does not mean that he doesn't take his job seriously and the severity of the obligation to get these people out of the White House so that he can get back in and clean up the mess. And then we get into all the policies. But we cannot do that if on Tuesday he doesn't do what he does best, which is he's going to destroy her, and not in an angry way, but he's going to do so by talking about policy, by being President Trump that I know, and really getting to the heart of things that the American people miss and need to hear. Hunter Biden, yeah, it's a serious legal issue. The guy's taking a plea agreement. That says a lot. That says that he knew his chances as an attorney were not going to go well in a trial, even though his father has the DOJ, has DC. That's what happens today, right? We know that we have the New York cases still going on. Jack Smith's indictment, which we had spoken about. But I will tell you this.
You were following that. Let me just interject, if I may.
Sure.
What's going to happen with that? So Jack